repeated analogy, but to sit next to David Letterman on the night John McCain first canceled on him, then proved to have lied to him, then showed up on another show on the same network being shown on an in-house feed, and to watch Letterman respond and respond and respond and respond was kind of like sitting next to the Duke of Wellington as he eviscerated Napoleon at Waterloo. Our number one story in the countdown. But Wellington did not get to follow up that fight by then fighting Don Quixote. In a moment, more of the first post-Palin resignation Letterman volley, which I'm thinking, based on the continuing pounding of McCain last year, is not going to be the last. But one brief detour. Remember the governor's resignation speech analogy, the basketball stuff, referring to the media as the national full-court press? She said the point guard, she drove her sound priorities, the length of the court for the win. If the win is the presidency in 2012, this diagram was offered today by Deadspin.com's Tommy Scraggs and Ben Cohen. And look, there we are over on the right there. Palin avoiding us and the rest of the media, except for a slowdown next to conservative high-fiver Bill Kristol, then giving the governorship away for the win. The win in what? Nobody's sure. Governor Palin may have gotten past Letterman in that diagram, but in reality, the ball game may have just begun for the most famous Ball State Cardinal.
President Obama is in Russia, and we know this because Sarah Palin says she can see him from her house. There's a surprising announcement over the weekend. Governor of Alaska, Sarah Palin, is leaving the office. She's stepping down. Governor. Something I said? But she, a lot of people do this. A lot of public figures do this, and I've tried to do it. It doesn't work. You blame the media. When you have trouble, you blame the media. And today, as a matter of fact, she was up in a helicopter shooting Wolf Blitzer. I was talking to a lady here in the audience who's from Alaska, and we were wondering about this. How does a thing like this work? Because she steps down and no longer the governor of Alaska, and we figured it out. The title now is Miss Congeniality. Steps up, I think, is now the governor of Alaska. And now a message from the former governor of Alaska, Sarah Palin. Sarah, take it away.
The world needs more insane governors.
This thing with Sarah Palin is puzzling. Why did she step down? Essentially midterm of her first service as governor of Alaska, and everybody's saying, "What?" Well, we have an answer. What is she going to do next? We have an answer. Yes, we talked to some people. We ran it by the focus group. We have an answer. Here's what she's going to do next. Take a look at this, ladies and gentlemen. I think
she may be resigning as governor, but you haven't seen the last of Sarah Palin. Catch Sarah this fall on her new talk show, Sarah and Dave, 10 p.m. weeknights on CBS. Sarah Palin, decisive leadership.
Yep. She, say what you will, and I think she would have been our most attractive vice president since Spiro Agnew.
Yeah.